Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today we are talking about one of my favorite topics ever, Hygge, aka how to make your space the coziest ever. I am so excited that Airwick is sponsoring today's video. They have the cool Airwick Essential Mist, which is a cordless diffuser, and it's really gonna help bring the cozy up a notch in my living room. I use essential oils all the time in my space. I also use them topically, and this is a product that brings you that experience on a major budget. But before we get started, I know you guys are probably wondering, what the heck is Hygge? A lot of people equate it with coziness, but in actual fact, it's more of a feeling. So you know when you come home at the end of a really long day, you sit down in your PJs on the couch, you have a really hot mug of tea or coffee, you turn on your favorite Netflix show. That is Hygge. Curling up with a blanket, listening to the rainfall against your window. I know you guys have experienced this feeling. That is Hygge. So Hygge is coziness, but it's also the feeling of being really content, really happy, really at peace. And a lot of the ways you achieve that feeling is by making your space feel warm and inviting. So in today's video, I am making over my living room. I've made a couple changes in here since the My Rental Reno Living Room Edition came out. So in today's video, I'm really going to, focus on making it really warm and cozy. How many times can I say cozy in one video? A lot. And I hope that these tips inspire you to make your living space feel that much more homey. My first tip is to add texture. And I feel like this is something designers say a lot. But how do you know what colors or what patterns to pick? I am here to help. Easiest way to start is by picking colors that you love. I have a mauve velvet couch, so I'm thinking dark greens, yellows, and even some purples could work. If you want to take it up a notch, and if you have, any program like Photoshop, literally just drag paint swatches and you'll really get a feel of how the colors are working together before you go out and shop. Once I have my top 2 to 3 colors picked, I literally go to the store and lay cushions out on the floor just to mix and match and see what works together. Now, obviously in today's video, I'm not in a store, I'm in my home, but you get the general idea. My rule of thumb is to pick 2 or 3 solid colored cushions and then 2 or 1 accent cushions with lots of embroidered and textured details, as those can get expensive. Now it's time to style your couch, and this is where it gets really fun. Don't be afraid to stray away from the matchy-matchy vibe. Go with patterns and colors that are contrasting. I guarantee that you will end up with a couch that looks really custom and really reflects your style. Another really simple way to add texture is with a decorative basket. I talk about decorative baskets a lot. They look beautiful on display and they're also functional. I'm tossing in a pom-pom blanket that I found in Morocco. Fun story, when I found this blanket, I nearly passed out and my dad was like, get a hold of yourself. And I was like, can't. It's just a really simple way to add some depth and warmth and texture to your space while also making a useful piece of decor, because people use blankets. It's part of Hygge. My second tip is to add scent into your home, and this is a really important one. Like I mentioned before, I'm an avid essential oil user, and I really feel like different oils can affect your mood. So for something a little more grounding, you could go with lavender or eucalyptus. When you need a fresh burst in the morning, something citrusy is really nice. When Airwick approached me about the Essential Mist, I was so excited to learn that it is cordless. That means you can place it anywhere in your home. I also really love that it comes in 2 different colors, black and white, so you can match it back to any decor style. I love how it has such a discreet design. You almost don't notice it, and it doesn't take away from the rest of my decor. This cute little thing turns scents infused with natural essential oils into a mist and runs for 8 hours straight. So it's not bursting mist constantly for the 8 hours. It just does it in subtle little hits. The oils also come pre-packaged, so there's no mess created when installing them. If you want to buy your own, I've linked them down in the description below. My third tip is layering in all those things you love. Just use simple layering techniques using items around your house that you already have. So taking a beautiful stack of coffee table books and placing them on a table, and then placing a plant or another cute trinket on top. Again, you're just creating lots of depth, lots of layers. It's just gonna instantly make your space feel that much more cozy, and you're displaying the things that you love, which in turn brings happiness, which means Say it with me, Hygge. My third tip is light. Now, I actually recently converted all of the light bulbs in my home to smart lights. That means I can make any light in my space dimmable, even if it's plug-in. So I can control the temperature of the bulb, the brightness, even the color through my phone. And light is so important to setting a mood. It's actually one of the biggest tips I tell people when I go into their space. If you don't have the right light bulb, it's really gonna throw everything off. So I love that smart lights give me the ability to like dim my bulbs when I want, and also just like set that mood that makes me feel very Hygge-ish. A really simple and budget-friendly way to create ambient lighting in your space is to go to the dollar store, get a pretty decorative jar. This one literally cost me $1, and then put some really cute fairy lights in it. These fairy lights were also from the dollar store. They also cost me $1. And now you have this like beautiful decorative votive thing that gives off light. I love it so much, especially at night when all the lights are low. It's like this little like flickering fairy light contraption just makes the space feel that much more special. And I know you guys are gonna ask how I hid the battery pack. I literally just placed it behind a plant, placed the plant in front, and you would never know that these lights are battery operated. It's like magic. It's like a magic jar just filled with fairy lights. It's great. I also found these almost like Moroccan-inspired fairy lights from the dollar store. They were, I think, $2. You can find these string lights for a bargain if you hunt. I find that some stores sell these lights for a ridiculous cost, and actually you can find them for like, again, $2 to $10 if you just hunt a little. They're such a simple way to bring mood lighting into your space without dropping a ton of cash and like buying a whole new set of lights. I also really love to bring in LED candles to my space. Leave a comment down below who has left their house, gotten on the subway, or like walked for 20 minutes and then been like, yep, didn't blow out that candle, and you can just like see it flickering. Can you tell I have a fear of fire? So LED candles are definitely the way to go for me. You can get ones that look really realistic. I actually picked up these from the dollar store as well. I think they're made with real wax, so they look exactly like real candles, but they're a way safer alternative, and they last way longer than real candles because obviously real candles melt and then they're nothing. The final tip is actually from this really great book called Hygge, The Danish Art of Happiness. One thing they talk about in this book is creating a really warm and inviting space, not just for you, but for the guests who enter your home. One tip that they talk about isn't about buying something. It's about using what you have to make your guests feel special and like they can walk into your space and feel right at home. So a really easy way to make this happen is to have your guest come over and pick their favorite mug from your cupboard. The idea is that the next time they come over, they'll pick that mug and be like, oh yeah, last time I drank out of this mug, this is my mug, and they'll feel like they're in their own kitchen, they're in their own living room, drinking out of their favorite mug. You could even go as far as giving them a pair of warm reading socks that is also in the book. The Danish do not joke about Hygge. And there you have it. I hope this video gave you some tips on how to make your space really cozy and create an environment that makes you want to come home every evening. Thank you again to Airwick for sponsoring this video and for sharing the Essential Mist product with me. There will also be a link in the description box down below if you'd like to purchase your own Airwick Essential Mist. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions about Hygge, and I know that there are some Hygge fanatics because you have commented before. Say hello in the comments below and share your favorite ways to Hygge in your country, where this all originated from. I'd love to know. See you next time.